Okay, so this painting, I had no idea what I was drawing. I made this sketch first because I have this thing my brother brought for me from the jungle, and I thought of drawing it. And then other things I drew just with some meditation. I just did a little meditation on this drawing and decided to add a few things. I wanted to make it a bit different than what I had imagined and what I had thought of, and it did turn out very unique and different. And there's this poem that I thought of, this line which I thought of while painting this. As we breathe, the water beneath us breathes in its enchantment, which I've written on the top of the thing, as you can see. This painting was very much different than what I was perceiving it or anticipating it, because it has been a very, very, very long time since I actually enjoyed the process of drawing something or painting something. Recently, I had been very stressed about painting or just anything in general, and I wanted to enjoy the process of it and not actually stress over the final result. And that is why I drew one object first, this skull I drew of a deer which I have in my room, and I just drew it because it was lying there, and I just thought of starting somewhere, and I started there, and then I added a few things, and that is how this sketch came into completion. And I did not know what I was doing, and I was actually enjoying it, enjoying painting this and drawing this, and I really loved the way it turned out in the end. And after a very long time, I did not stress about the final result because I wasn't worried about what I was gonna make out of it. I was just very curious on how it was gonna turn out. And I think curiosity is what helped me with this thing. When you're curious about something, you know that you'll just give your best into it, and later on be surprised by the result of it. And I think curiosity really helped me in this painting, and it turned out good. And these days I've been very, in general, just stressed and at peace. I don't know if that's a very mixed feeling, but I don't know. I've been just stressed as well as very much at ease with myself. And I seriously don't know what that feeling is. But after painting this, I'm getting this urge of painting more and more things, more of my imagination, more of my just anything that comes to my mind, and actually enjoying the process of it and not thinking much about anything that I draw. I also came across this automatic drawing thing where I just draw whatever comes to my mind and not judge it. And that is how I think it's gonna surprise me later when I am curious of it and not judging it. Just like this painting, I wasn't judging anything. I just knew that I had to do something and I had to give my best to it, and I just had to enjoy while I was giving my best. And I just had to have more patience, because lately I also was lacking a little bit of patience, and I wanted to incorporate patience in my life. And that is why I just thought of painting something which involved detail. I usually am not a person to draw so much of details and go into the details of the painting. I like drawing huge portraits or painting huge portraits and not actually giving so much of detail to it. But this was a very unique painting which required detailing and my patience, and I think that is what helped me with my patience. And this was a little bit out of my comfort zone because I was also trying to understand the concept of doing things that you love as well as doing things out of your comfort zone. because in my previous video I also mentioned about me not understanding the concept of doing things out of my comfort zone, because what I was doing was what I loved, and it was definitely not out of my comfort zone. But this required something out of my comfort zone, which was patience and detailing, which I never usually do. And I really was surprised by how much detail I added to this and how it turned out. These seaweeds and these water plants and the detailing of the skull also required a lot of patience, and I think I did it in 3 days. I wanted to do it in 1 day, but I had other things to do as well. So I was just trying to just be more, not get bored of it, because I tend to get bored of things very easily. So I was giving it specific and limited time to this painting, and that is why I finished it in 3 days. Every morning I used to just do this, and then the rest of the day I used to do other things. And this is what I think helped me with my patience as well. So this painting was more of like understanding myself and just understanding the thing that was happening in my life, or just growing in general, because every day you grow. And I just wanted to be more aware of myself and all the things that I was feeling or thinking of during that time. And I wanted to notice my things, the feelings that I was feeling or the thoughts that I was having, and learn something from it, because I just feel like as we grow and as we just as we become more aware of ourselves, I think we start growing. We just start knowing what we are capable of, or what our limitations are, and what we need to incorporate in our lives, and how we need to just be there for ourselves in general. Because I haven't been there for myself lately, and there were so many things I wanted to change, and there were so many things that was also going on, and I think I had this thing going on only inside my head, and I also realized that the only person that can make me sad or make me angry is me myself. There were no outer forces. There was only something that was inside of me that was driving me so insane and making me overthink. And that is why I just thought of, and this painting, while I was doing this painting, I did not listen to anything. I wasn't even listening to songs like I usually do. I was just quiet and sitting, and I just painted without thinking anything. There were thoughts coming in my head, and I just told myself that I'm not going to be afraid of the thoughts that were going to come in my head. And I did not want to listen to music, because I did not want to run away from my thoughts. I wanted to face them. I did not want any distraction. I just wanted to be with myself, I think. And that was what was going to help me become more focused. And yeah, that actually helped me become more focused. And it eventually led me into thinking and learning things about myself as well. I'm actually very happy with how this painting helped me. And I believe everything, when people say that everything happens for a reason, they actually mean it, I think, because it really does make a lot of sense when I think of it now. When I was painting this, there were so many thoughts that were going on in my head, and I was questioning them as well as answering them. And yeah, so thank you for listening, and yeah, tell me, how did it turn out? I really think it turned out quite well, and that's me that I drew for the skull. And the title of this piece of art is As We Breathe, the Water Beneath Us Breathes Its Enchantment. What do you think? Bye.